Come on in, everybody. Yeah, it's tea time. It is tea time. I got my magic wand. I have my little earpiece in. Let's see how it sounds today. I even forgot my microphone yesterday. Nobody complained about the sound. So get on in here. I have our topic today. Our topic today, from a back to basics standpoint, is going to be weekly home blessing. But I have not picked out a topic out of our little bag of tricks here. So I'm going to dig another one out. I got one right here. And I'll put that back over there on my little table. I've been rearranging stuff today. You know, we just finished up. Come on in. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, people are just Super Bowl crazed today. Super Sunday. And tomorrow's the Iowa caucuses. I don't understand Iowa, y'all. Don't even get me started. I have no clue how that works. But they're mighty proud of it. And I'm good with any state that is caught up in their own little system of doing things. So, our topic, you know, we've been going back to basics, and we went the whole month of January doing our 31 baby steps. And here's what I picked out. Baby steps will get you there. Yep, baby steps will get you there. And our perfectionism keeps us from doing baby steps. Our perfectionism keeps us from doing baby steps. Leanne just got through doing a show at 1 o'clock that was about how, let me explain something. Last night, our sneak peek was kind of messed up because I forgot to go back and I'm playing musical emails when I'm posting the sneak peek. I have to get it into Fly Lady Express, and then I have to get it into our regular email going out. Well, I forgot to go back and post it into our Fly Lady regular email, the sneak peek email, and it had last week's Zone 5. Well, this week, when the first falls on a Saturday, let me pull out the calendar. And February is a short month anyway. But let me pull it up so you can see it. When the first falls on a Saturday, it makes for a weird week. So this is going through the first full week of the month is always Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5. But we only get like the first through the third, we're going to take one day out of Zone 2 and do Zone 1. So we don't skip Zone 1. Well, I sent out Zone 5, and I had to go correct it because I am not perfect. Good Lord knows I am not perfect. That's why He sent Jesus to save me from my sins. But a lot of us, when we're in Zone 2, that's when we do the hot melt sprint. To keep our foundations going and focus on. But some people say, well, I can't do the hot melt sprint. I haven't made my soup. Well, guess what? You can warm up some chicken broth, and you can put some spinach in it, and you're good to go. You don't have to get all caught up on having the right kind of sprouts. There's some sprouts at the grocery store. Grab some alfalfa sprouts. You just have to play with it. You don't have to be perfect to do the hot melt sprint. It's being focused on what you're eating. So, folks, don't let your perfectionism get in the way of you addressing body clutter issues. This is zone 2 that we're in this next week, Tuesday through Friday. And we just have to take care of ourselves. And our perfectionism keeps us from taking care of ourselves. So do what you can with what you have. Don't get all caught up in having to have the right thing. But we can watch our portions. We can sip on chicken broth, and you can buy it in quarts at the grocery store, organic chicken broth, and heat it up. And you just don't have to be perfect. You just have to be focused. So our topic for today, besides the baby steps, is weekly home blessing is tomorrow. A lot of people haven't ever done weekly home blessing because they don't think they have time. Well, when we use the 2-minute method and our little game with our dice and spending 2 minutes with our timer, 2 minutes, that's all it takes. 2 minutes. Spending 2 minutes with our timer. That does it. If you have one of those devices in your house where you can tell it to set a timer, do it. In fact, Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. I probably turned some on around your house. So, weekly home blessing is simple. We play a game. We play a game and we get things done. I got my hair cut yesterday. Did y'all notice? I got a little trim. Kept my bangs a little longer than normal. But I feel better. It was good to see Teresa, and I got me a new vest. And everything's all fun. So, baby steps will get you there. And I have seen this tattooed on somebody's feet. Yep. Across, just say you had on ballet slippers and you had a little circle. It was just underneath the circle of her ballet slippers. But when she took her shoes off, she read this every time. Baby steps will get you. It was for her to read, not for anybody else. Alexa heard you and set the timer. I did that on purpose. Yeah, you can do that. I had Ben setting a timer yesterday on his Alexa to, here comes a puppy. Come here, Tulip. They haven't seen you in a while. Come here. She's right here. Yeah, you're a sweet puppy. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you've been rolling in something nasty. I can tell. Oh, wow. That's not good. Ben's having a rough day today. It's, after he has chemo last week, the steroids wear off and he's just kind of, Wow, she does smell so bad. Yes, she smells bad. But baby steps. Do weekly home blessing in baby steps, 2 minutes at a time. Establish simple habits. Come up with a basic weekly plan. All of this, she's going to lay down in a sunbeam right now. Sun's flowing in. I guess the groundhog saw its shadow today, which means there will be 6 more weeks of winter. We had our first snow this past week. So folks, don't give up on the baby steps. Don't give up. You see a little kid, a toddler, a 1-year-old starting to walk, and what do? They take a step and then they fall down on their little bottom. And then they take another step and they fall down on their little bottom. But they keep getting up, and the getting up process makes them stronger. Yes, Tulip is not smelling like a tulip right now. She has rolled in something nasty. So take these baby steps. They will get you where you're going, but you have to start. And just because you may not have a timer, You can set your timer on your microwave and put a cup of water in there for 2 minutes to heat you up some tea. In fact, do you have your tea yet? Get your tea. I got my fish mug. And if you haven't gotten your tea yet, get your tea. This hits a spot. It hits a spot. So today is 02/02/2020. 02/02/2020. It's a palindrome. Our date is a palindrome today. It's the same frontwards as it is backwards. If it'll ever be that again, I don't know. You love the tea. Thanks, Debbie. Send me a testimonial. What is your tea? Well, it's the tea that Leanne and I designed. You know, we're kind of bossy that way. We worked for 6 months trying to figure out a tea that we really liked. And we liked 1 bag of green tea, 1 bag of Earl Grey tea, and 1 bag of black tea. And here's what happened. It was keeping me up till 2 o'clock. So I needed smaller portions. So we mix it a 1-to-1 proportion. They put it in a little sachet. And I can't read, it's too hot to stick my finger in and get it. But it's a little, I've got one right here. It's a little round tea bag. It doesn't have a string on it. It's a little round tea bag. And it's this color because the tea, when it was put in there, stained it. But it's still wonderful. And it has a beautiful aroma. It's just, you should read the Book of Tea if you ever get a chance. It's about the whole aspect of, I think it's the whole aspect of drinking tea. The sight of it, I mean, last night we were eating Chinese and the lady said, that tea looks too weak. I'm going to go make you some more. So she said your tea was too weak. And she went and got us some strong tea. And then the sight of it, the aroma of it, the feel of the cup in your hand. A friend of mine last night, she loves to go to thrift stores, and she found a cup that has happiness on it, and it was a rounded bottom cup. I guess you just hold it. How cool was that? So a cup that feels good in your hand. You can hear when your tea comes to a boil in my little teapot. And if you have never invested in a teapot that cuts off, that literally you can flip a switch and it boils and cuts itself off, it is such a godsend for people like us, because we could walk off and forget it. And then sight, sound, taste. Taste is the best part. Oh. So folks, you know, in 12 days, it's Valentine's Day. And the best Valentine's Day you can give your husband is to tell him what you want for Valentine's Day. Now, he still might need to get you a rose and a little box of candy. But ask for the gift that keeps on giving, the Fly Lady Complete Cleaning Package. Because it's going away February the 14th. It's going away. And we'll no longer have that package. Yeah, my sister Dina hates Valentine's Day because it works her to death. And please pray for her. She has torn her rotator cuff and she's got to have surgery on it. So please pray that it gets healed. She has just had a rough past 6 months. So everybody, Ben finally got a new Facebook page and he's been finding his friends. I hope he gets logged in. Progress, not perfection. Yep. Baby steps will get us there, because the baby steps we don't have to have, we just have to do a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, I love you all. I love you all. And it's going to be a wonderful week. I can already tell. I have a puppy dog that loves his mommy. Her mommy, she just, when I got home the other night, she was wild. Robert let her out the front door and she practically leaped up in the truck with me. I mean, leaped up in the truck with me. Well, we are having hors d'oeuvres. I think we're having barbecue sliders at Leanne's house. And Robert has made cheese glop. And it is to die for. And I'm taking pork rinds because I'll eat my cheese glop with pork rinds. And we're going to have a fun night. We're going to watch the Super Bowl. And we're just going to have a good time. I love you all. And I will see you later. Tomorrow morning we'll do our weekly home blessing. And we'll do it 2 minutes at a time. So have fun with your Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. I've been lost in Kansas City before. Got a funny story about Kansas City. we went to the Hallmark place. They asked me to come and speak to their employees, and they had gotten us a room. Michelle and I, they got us a room at some suites place, but it didn't have an elevator. You had to walk up 3 flights of steps. Oh my goodness. Well, we said we couldn't stay there. We couldn't stay there. So we had to go find another place. And they were full up. And finally, I think we ended up back at the original place, but they got us a first floor. But it was awful, awful, awful. We have too many bags. Yes, we're not, I'm a bag lady, I'll admit it. I have a computer bag, and I have my clothes bag, and I have a toiletries bag, and I have my emergency bag. Yep, have it all. Have it all. Well, the groundhog didn't predict an early spring here. I love you all. I will see you later. Bye.